For some reason I woke up with the feeling of I want to record my video at this spot. So I walked here. Let's get started. I've been listening to my own story and some things just don't make sense. So with these segments I'll explain a little bit more to kind of get a comprehensive story out of it, since I've just been rambling and not really noticing what I'm saying. Hi, my name is Mare and welcome back to my channel. Today I won't vlog, I just want to talk. I just feel like talking, and I have a feeling this video will probably not make any sense at all, but that's also not really the purpose of this video. I have no idea what the purpose of this video is. Today I'm just going to talk. Just have a little talking session. And I actually made a few notes because the theme I want to talk about is regret. And it's something that has been pretty prominent in my life lately, and it's been something I've been trying to heal from a lot. I'm trying to figure out why my brain is working like this. Okay, so let's talk about regret. First things first, my YouTube channel. Starting with YouTube, kind of like how everything began. I've been documenting whatever I do kind of as long as I can remember. Growing up I had one of those like VTech, like little kids cameras like these, and I absolutely fell in love with it. I have no idea if I have the memory that it made actual pictures or that I just thought it made actual pictures. I have no idea. Also on the DS, when the DSi came out, it had a camera making pictures, documenting again. So besides the things I just mentioned, I also want to say just through social media in general, Instagram posts, Snapchat posts, basically everything that you could think of, I've kind of done it, I've kind of tried it. I started my first YouTube channel that I can find on the 20th of June 2012, and ever since I started making videos, I fell in love with it. I love talking, I love filming. It's a very therapeutic thing for me, and I can't really explain why and why I keep going back to it. It's just something I fell in love with when I was younger, and I've never been able to let go of it. I've had multiple channels with very different styles of things. So first I started with pretty random videos, basically not just me embarrassing myself, but also embarrassing my friends on the internet. I'm still very sorry if I did this to you, but you know what, you kind of helped me find my passion, so thank you at the same time. Then I made my gymnastics channel, which actually it did pretty good at the time. And the reason my gymnastics channel probably worked is because it was something that I was passionate about when I was younger. I still love gymnastics, I'm still an active person, but I don't do the sport anymore. But I stuck to myself, and that's why for the time I did it, it worked. I always came back to YouTube regardless of the subject. I just love documenting my life online for whatever reason. I just like to do this. So I've always felt a pretty deep sense of guilt and regret regarding YouTube. Since I got bullied for my videos when I was younger. People made fun of me for my videos, they made fun of me for my English. Understandable.
Want to see some of my skills? Just keep on watching.
It was just not great. So even when I was little, I would always make my videos in English. Probably because the YouTubers I was watching were doing their videos in English as well. Watching PewDiePie since I was very little probably explains why I'm kind of weird and how I am today. Either way, losing track of the subject again. So these past years, I've always just gotten stuck in this cycle of starting, people finding my shit, making fun of me, or I guess maybe just not understanding why I'm doing it, or, you know, I don't know, but just not following through with it. And because I've had these small success moments, I'm like, who knows where I could have gotten if I just did what I wanted to do and not listen to what anyone else had to say. And like, who knows where I could have been right now. Like, I started when I was so young. And the people who started in that time too, like, look how much they've grown, look at where they have gotten. And right now I'm just like, fuck it, this is what I like to do. This is where my passion lies, and I can't explain why. I don't have like a real reason, but this is what I like. I'm pretty much just giving a presentation on why I'm starting YouTube. Either way, this has led to me, dealing with a lot of guilt and a lot of stress because of the guilt, because I wasn't able to let go of the fact that I quit a few times. So I feel like this is probably pretty similar for people in business as well, like starting a business, it ends up failing, having to start again, and just trying to find what works for you. And for me, it was my YouTube channels. Trying to find what works for me, what I like doing, something I could be consistent on and not have like creative burnout after like 4 videos. So this is a cycle Also, if none of this makes sense, I'm so sorry. I have not made like a script or something for this. I just put my camera down and I just started talking. So if anything is a bit unclear, I get it. I've managed to get myself stuck in a repetitive cycle for a while, and I feel like this is the first time I'm doing something different. I have no idea what, but I'm doing something different, so this time it's kind of flowing. I would get stuck in a cycle, and this is the only thing I wrote down. I would get stuck in a cycle of motivation, with that motivation overworking myself, which would lead to me being exhausted. Then I would feel guilty for taking rest. Then I would feel the need to overcompensate, and I usually would overcompensate. And then I would experience like creative burnout until, well, I felt motivated again and I could repeat the cycle. But I feel like the difference with this channel right now is, even when I have my creative burnout, I don't really know what to do, I somehow managed to find something that works. I somehow managed to put a video out or start a new series or get a new string of ideas, because I stopped doing like a theme for my channel, where it used to be like gymnastics and kind of like gymnastic challenges, and then it would be very artsy and more aesthetic, DIY, kind of my life as Ava style. Like, I feel like I've tried to copy so many people, and right now it's, well, like, this is me and I'm doing what I like. I have no idea what I would be exactly, but I'm just me being me, and for some reason people like it. And if they do, you know what? I love that. It feels like connecting through my camera, through my laptop, through YouTube. I feel like those people in the boat can hear me, so thank you for listening to my lecture as well. Also, something that feels important to mention here is that my guilt and regret and stress have always been so counteractive. Rather than me just being like, you know what, it happens, I need to let go of this, I tried to control my past situations, which then I let take control over me. I wouldn't really like move on and try again. I would just reminisce about what everything could have been, and instead of being motivated by the thought of, well, if I've done it once or twice or 20 times, I could probably do it again, I would just let it stop me. And I don't know, because right now, to give like a more transparent view of my life, I guess, I'm going to touch on it briefly, but I do want to make a separate video of everything in my life that I've either changed or that life has kind of changed for me. And yeah, stay tuned for that video as well. My life is just making a complete shift in everything. Like, my whole life is kind of rearranging itself into what it should be, at least for now. To give a bit of perspective, I'm finishing my education. First education in my life I'm ever finishing, except for elementary school. I dropped out of high school, I dropped out of my previous education, and now I'm finally getting a diploma for my audiovisual study, which is a whole thing for me in itself. The fact that I'm actually finishing something, the almost proof to myself that I can actually succeed in something, even if it's long term, because, well, I always dropped out. when things, well, honestly just got too hard and my brain was like, no, I can't do this anymore. Well, with my previous study it was like tourism, which I like, no future in it for me. I like it, I can learn about it, but I can't make it like my thing. It's just not where my passion lies. My passion lies within videos. Hence why I'm making this. And right now I'm kind of like finishing up my study, and I have a full-time internship that I'm doing right now. So it's like 40 hours a week with daily travel of 3 hours. And to combine my internship with having a steady morning routine that will like motivate me and help me to function. I have no idea how to put this, but like having a nice routine that just kind of gets like some of my basic needs covered, like eating healthy, working out, clearing my mind for the day, just making sure I have a good start of my day so I won't like start waking up halfway through the day or something. Sometimes it is a lot, but because YouTube is just so fulfilling to me, it is what I just want to do. It's where my passion lies. So I have no idea if there are any like clear points in this video, but next thing I kind of want to like touch on is, for me, for a while I really felt like, or still feel like, I need something that will make me a good income in order to just live life, which is true. You need money to just live life and do your thing, but I felt like I couldn't do YouTube because it's not a source of income for me. So this is a point where I also kind of touched on regret, but it's more regret in the way of I felt like I was wasting my time just because I wasn't making income with it. But nothing is as fulfilling for me as YouTube, as creating, and that's why after my internship I will find something that will make me money, but my full focus, my everything will go to YouTube, to my passion. And in that way I won't have all this weight, let's make it full circle, I won't have all this weight of regret. And yeah, everything is just rearranging itself. I'm finding what I want to do, which is basically documenting my life and editing it for the entire world to see, for whoever is interested in it. And you know what? I guess I'll just end it there. But this is everything I had to say for now. I am going to walk back home. Thank you for watching. And I love you. Goodbye. Have a great day. Have a great week. Have a great life.